Hi friends, it's Pastor Brian Paulson here at the sanctuary of First Presbyterian Church of Libertyville, wishing you a warm welcome into the deep and meaningful experience of Holy Week right in front of us. Now, as we move into this season, we'll continue to stream our worship services online on Sundays, but I want to strongly encourage you, if you feel able and safe, to join us for our worship in person. During the course of the pandemic, we've learned how to adapt, and I'm really glad for those who continue to have health concerns that you're able to be at a distance and feel a part of our worship together. But of course, there are things that are a part of discipleship that have to do with all the interconnections you are able to make with other Christians, more than just the person who's leading worship, when you come and experience one another in the pews and in the hallways, and a chance to have those conversations to talk about the meaning of life. Well, there's no time like the present to put your best foot forward and start off your spiritual journey. I hope you'll plan to join us for our worship service that will be combined with both our chapel music team and leadership and our chancel choir and leadership for Palm Sunday, this day in the Christian year where we remember that help came to us in the person of Jesus. I'll reflect with you on the Gospel of John. It's interesting this week to consider that people had the awareness that God's love had entered the world through all the stories of Jesus healing, raising Lazarus from the dead himself. And so they cast their cloaks on the ground to welcome Jesus. And he, in this story, gets on his colt and rides into this center of spiritual life, Jerusalem, to start a new way and a new day. We want to provide that kind of day for you. I hope to see you this Sunday in worship to share in this time. And of course, we will be having our experience of Follow Me before worship and our time of kids' church during worship, where the kids head off just at the time of the message. I sure enjoyed spending time with the kids last week leading that session, and our Reverend Nicole will be doing the same again this week. Now, as we go into Holy Week, we will be having our Maundy Thursday service in a very creative fashion. I'm really glad for the ingenuity of Reverend Nicole for this service. It's going to happen at 5 o'clock, all right? It's going to be at 5 o'clock. You can sign up online and participate in dinner. You can even pack your own meal if you'd like. We want you to think of this as a meal with friends, just as Jesus was with his friends. All ages are welcome. Children should be able to participate and have a sense of joy in being there. And of course, starting at 5:30 means that kids can get to bed on time, right? Parents, look at this. We're creating no excuse church for you. Now, on Good Friday, we're going to have our traditional Tenebrae service of darkness, and my colleague, Reverend Amy, does such a great job in coordinating that service. 7:30 here in the sanctuary. Preparations have already been underway for that, and I hope that you will mark that as a time for deepening commitment in your life of faith. When we arrive on Easter, if you are an early morning, early bird, you can head up for a 6 o'clock in the morning sunrise service ecumenically with our friends Holy Cross and other churches at Independence Grove. But then, I want you to pay attention to this. On Easter, we're going to have our worship services at 9 and 11, as we always have been, because I want to see you in person as you're able to come. Now, one final word for those of you who are on the fence about whether to come or not. In each of our worship spaces, there is a dedicated section in which we will require masks. Everywhere else, it's mask optional. For example, I'm standing right now in one of these sections requiring masks. It's in the sanctuary. This is the only section for that. It's where our families with kids typically are seated, so the kids can head off because, of course, kids 5 and under haven't been able to be vaccinated at this point. So we hope you hear now the ways that we are accommodating you. I'll see you in church on Sunday, this Palm Sunday, as we begin the Passion narrative of Holy Week. I look forward to seeing you at our usual time for worship at 10 o'clock this Sunday. And I want to see you come back to church, friends. If you feel safe and able, we would love to see you in our mask optional worship services and campus. Blessings to you on this Holy Week. The Lord is coming to you.